YouTube heathens. Long time no see what it is, what it ain't, what it can't. Glad to see you guys, man. It's been so long. I'm so happy to be back on here. I've had so many life changes go on within the last 6 to 8 months of my life. Really good changes. And I want to share that with you guys today. It's been a minute, man. Everything from getting Junk Success off the ground, my coaching business, right? Helping junk removal businesses go from zero to hero, all the way to moving all the way across country from Cleveland, Ohio, back down to Knoxville, Tennessee, the old stomping grounds. Here's the house, the cars, Michaela behind the screen, the lovely MK Bay Money, AKA, and I'm so glad to be back, guys. So basically what I want to do today is I just want to update you guys with my life and let you know what's coming next with the channel, let you know what's coming next in business, and let's get this thing kicked off. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. First things first, before we hop into the meat of the video, let me show y'all the new whip, man. Let me show y'all the new whip. Take a look at this little pretty thing right here. So what we got, and I've been working out, so I'm sore. 2022 Challenger RT, looking pretty, man. It's a little dirty right now, you know, after the transport and moving and everything, but this is going to be on the channel a lot. Like I told you, I'm gonna switch some things up. I'm gonna take you more into my life, my hobbies, things I love to do. And right now, I bought this RT instead of a Scat Pack or a Hellcat so I can build it, right? 5.7 motor for those of you who know Hemis, Dodges. It's a great motor to build on. I've already got a supercharger that I'm putting on it. We're gonna put a cam, we're gonna put headers. I'm racing right now, drag racing. So, you know, we back down south, so we're gonna do hillbilly type. Drag racing is one of them. So I wanted to show you guys the car, all blacked out. Let me show you the rims real quick. I got the Hellcat rims on it right now, and I don't know what is all over this. Must be some mud or something. Need to clean that up. But 22 inches on the front, 9.5 dish, and we got 22 by 11s on the back. These are actually wide body Hellcat wheels with 305 tires on the back and 265s on the front to give it that muscle skinny look. So if you swing around here, you can see how they stick out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Put a little thickness in the back. But that's enough of that. So let's go ahead in here. So listen, first things first that I want to talk about is our move to Tennessee. So this is something that Michaela and I and my daughter, you know, not my daughter, doesn't have so much in the decision of, you know, making the decision to move here. But what I'm saying is Michaela and I have been talking a while about moving from Cleveland, Ohio. It was actually one of the main things that was the deciding factor on me selling my business, right? If we weren't going to move from Cleveland, Ohio, I was going to continue to scale my business, get it up to over $1 million, $1.5 million, and then franchise it, right? A lot of people wanted to franchise from YouTube, people that follow my journey, people from Facebook saw, and they wanted to buy into Flyby Junk Haulers, right? The company that I, you know, created and used to own before I sold it. But with us deciding to move and the coaching that I was doing and all the one-on-ones and getting people results, this is what I knew I really wanted to get into, right? I didn't go out of business and my business didn't fail and I had to start coaching and being a guru online. My business was doing just fine. It was very profitable. But when you move across the country, some things you have to keep in mind is you can't just uproot your home service-based business and go somewhere else and expect for it to be like it was there, right? You're basically starting all the way over. So that played a big deciding factor in us moving down here to Tennessee. So now, the reason we decided Tennessee, right, we were looking at a lot of different places. We were looking at San Antonio, we were looking at Dallas, we were looking at Phoenix, Arizona, and we made our decide in Tennessee, you know, because family is down here. Michaela loves the area as many times as we've came down here and visited. My daughter's grandparents are here, of course, and you know, I love the home stomping state. I love things like college football, having a good beer, talking a little shit when the games come on. I just like to do things, drag race, you know what I mean? I'm a Southern boy at heart. So with that being said, we decided to move down here. Will this be our forever home, forever place? I don't know. We may be here for a year, we may be here for 30 years, who knows? But right now, I'm just loving life. We're doing our thing and getting this going. So that's why we decided to move down here to Knoxville, Tennessee. Again, I'm excited to be back, and let's go on to the next sector. So let's talk about the next phase of my life, business, like what's next to come, right? We move all the way across the country, you know, 8 hours from where we used to live. I'm back in the home stomping ground. So what's next for Sky? Well, here's what's next, man. You know, I'm gonna be honest with you. I lived in Cleveland, Ohio, met Michaela there. We had our daughter there, and I did a lot of growing up in Ohio. Right, I moved up there when I was like 21 years old, 22, directly out of college, playing football in a football house, and just moved up there, got in banking. And, you know, to be completely honest with you guys, I had a lot of struggles in my early and mid 20s. All right, one of the biggest things I struggled with was addiction, and my main addiction was gambling. And I come from a family where addiction is prevalent, right? A lot of family members that's been bad off on drugs, alcoholism, and a few different things. Now, luckily, I never had any issues with those, but I did have issues with gambling, high stakes gambling. I mean, we talking about there'd be nights I'd lose $10, $12, $15,000. Like, and I'm not amping those numbers up. That's real life. So for a lot of my early 20s, I definitely struggled with that. And I always knew I was going to be an entrepreneur, and I always knew I was going to do something big. I always wanted to be able to just help change people's life. And, I felt like I've had a purpose on this earth. So I had to overcome that. For many years, I tried to beat that, and I had to end up actually getting help with my gambling addiction and with my problems. Or else it was going to continue to destroy my family, continue to destroy my life, and it was to the point I didn't even want to be on this earth anymore, to be honest. Now, I'm not going to go too deep into that. This isn't a sorrow video or anything like that. I'm just being honest on, how I kind of got to this point. I ended up starting my junk removal business, right? I was looking at businesses to start before I started my junk removal business. I used to work for a moving company before I ever even hopped into junk removal, before I ever moved to Ohio. I worked for a moving company in high school and in college. I played football. I'd come home in the winters and summers and work for this moving company. And that's how I found out about junk removal. I'd see 1-800 Got Junk. I'd see college hunks hauling junk. They'd be like, man, they got some badass trucks, right? But I didn't really know what it was at the time. I didn't think of it. So I moved to Cleveland, Ohio. I get started in banking. I become a retail banker, all right? So a normal banker. I got promoted to senior banker, and then I got promoted again to small business banker. So before I ever even ran a junk removal business, I was already a small business banker working with small businesses. So I knew about KPIs, I knew about scaling, I knew about business plans and all types of things like that, commercial loans. So, I was making some decent money, somewhere around 60 grand a year, but I had poor money management and, just being a knucklehead. So I was looking for businesses to start. I looked at hot shot trucking, I looked at box freight trucking, I looked at landscaping and power washing, and you know what, like, none of those really fit me. I was very, very close to starting a hot shot trucking business, but I didn't want to be driving around everywhere and having people tell me what I was going to make, freight brokers and things of that nature. So I decided to go with junk removal. So basically what I'm trying to say is I didn't want freight brokers telling me what I was going to get made, paid per mile, and all this other stuff. I also didn't want to be driving all day long. I got a short attention span, right? You don't want to put me behind the wheel for 10, 12 hours a day. So I ended up coming back across junk removal, which I had remembered when I used to work for the moving company, and I was like, I remember this. So I start studying it like a lot of you guys, are researching it on YouTube, looking it up, and I see people making $1,000 a day with a pickup truck, $5 million a year businesses, junk removal businesses, and I'm like, I could do that. So I go pick up a 2012 F-250 pickup truck, which a lot of you guys have seen on my channel, 300,000 miles, kind of like a beater, and I start. And long story short, I just started from there. I started documenting my journey on YouTube when I was like 10 months in, right? And just took off from there. So to that point, I built my business up, to a 2-3 truck operation, brought you guys along most of the way. There was some things that happened in 2023, had some unfortunate events happen with family and friends and things, and I didn't document a lot of my journey last year. And, I ended up selling the business, which ended up working out great. I'm very blessed and thankful for that opportunity. And I got into coaching. Why coaching? Well, I come from a sports background anyway, to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I played football my whole life. I played baseball, I played basketball, and played college football. So I've been a part of really shitty teams, and I've been a part of championship teams. And with that, I've always loved the coaching aspect of it. Honestly, if business wasn't my thing, if I wasn't really good in business and I loved business, I would honestly probably be a football coach. I started to get into this and built my mentorship and program, Junk Success, junk removal startups, helping you go from 0 to hero, helping you go from hardly anything, or if you're doing under 100K, to get into those 300-400K months, right? And so with that being said, how I got into this was people started reaching out. You guys started reaching out to me and asking me to mentor you. When you started, you see me go from this pickup truck to this $80,000, $90,000 dump truck doing 40, 50, 60K months. And I did it relatively quickly. So you guys wanted to know how I did it. And so what I did was like, all right, I'll do one-on-ones for right now. And I did plenty, I probably did over 100 one-on-ones with people, help people go from absolutely nothing, their 9 to 5, helping them get to 20, 30K months within like a 6-month period, right? And based off doing that for about 1.5 years, I was like, dude, there's a big need in this space, right? There's plumber coaches out there, there's plumber mentors, there's electrician, there's landscaping, but as far as junk removal, not a lot, right? You either have people that are kind of giving you a course, or and a course is, you know, sending you videos. Maybe you get in touch with them every so often, but maybe $1,000 to $2,000. Or you have people charging 25, 30 grand for franchise type deal, and a lot of people feel undervalued for that. So I was like, let's meet somewhere in the middle and let's get people what they're really looking for and over deliver in value. So that's what I decided to do. I created this based off the results I got people from when I was doing one-on-ones, and my goal is to be the #1 junk removal coach, period. And I'm going to achieve that, right? Pretty close to it right now. And so with that being said, that is how I've got to where I am today. That is what I'm doing. That is my main business. It is not my only business venture. It's not my only investments I have, anything. I have separate investments, but this is my main thing. I love what I'm doing. And so I just kind of want to share with you guys where I'm at right now since I've sold the company. So let's keep it hot. So the big question is, what's to come next on my YouTube channel? Now, I put a lot of thought into this, right? I didn't just want to be one of these guys who have a coaching and online coaching business now, and basically all I do is talking head videos, and you see me in my office all the time, and there's really no relatability, right? Or just sell to you. I know that when I watch people, when I'm subscribed to people on YouTube and people I'm really into and enjoy, I like to see their personality, you know what I mean? I like to see them out there getting to whatever they're doing, whether that's somebody that's doing reviews or somebody working a blue collar job or somebody building cars, whatever it may be. I want to see you out there doing things, right? And so that's what I enjoy doing. I want you guys to see me in my field, right? So I'm going to bring you into my life a little bit more. I'm going to show you what my day looks like as, you know, a first year business coach looking to hit 7 figures by the end of the year, right? Very high possibility, you know, first year, 7-figure online coaching business. I'm going to show you what that's like. I'm also going to show you my hobbies. I'm also going to show you, you know, a couple of my students, what they're out here doing, how they're going from absolutely nothing to, I have students now doing over 30 and 40K months, ain't even been in business for 6 months, right? And I haven't shown a whole lot of testimonials and things because I don't really care about proving to people what I do. You will see testimonials come, and you will see some students and clients of mine on my channel, right? To bring light to them on their success and them working their asses off, right? So that's what I'm gonna bring you guys. Step into my life, step into my business, showing you my clients, showing you my hobbies. As I build my car, my Challenger, I'm gonna bring you guys on all of that, right? I want you guys to see the real me, to show you that I'm not some damn guru that just is out here trying to take people's money online and things like that, right? I'm gonna show you every single aspect of my life, show you what goes, well, I don't know about every single aspect. You don't need to know everything. I'm gonna show you a little this, a little that, you know what I mean? But that's what to come from the YouTube channel. Any business ventures I do, just get into it, right? I'm excited to be back on YouTube. Like I said, with the move, we went to Rome, we went to Italy, we went to Mykonos, Greece last month, you know, had a great mastermind with other 7-figure entrepreneurs, some looking to be 8-figure entrepreneurs within the next year, right? Learning and growing. You know what I mean? And if there's a piece of value that I could give you guys before I hop off this video is, if you're looking to be an entrepreneur, you're looking to be a junk removal business owner, if you're looking to be open a mechanic shop, it doesn't matter what it is. The most efficient and quickest way for you to get away from your 9-to-5, for you to gain financial freedom, all those type of things that we talk about that we want out of life in modern day, the most efficient way to do it is to get mentorship or coaching. And I'm not just saying that because that's what I do as a living, but I do that myself. I pay tens of thousands of dollars a year in mentorship. Real shit. That's not made up, right? And what it's done for me is unexplainable. My return on the investments that I've made in mentorship is astronomical, right? This is real shit, you know? So at the end of the day, what I want to say is, don't be a knucklehead. You don't have to learn every single thing on your own, right? A lot of us, the best way to learn is from experience. Bull. John Maxwell says it in his book, 15 Laws of Leadership. The quickest way to learn is not experience, it's learned experience, right? If you and I are standing right beside an interstate and I run out in traffic and get hit by a damn truck, you don't have to do the same thing for you to learn that if that's gonna happen, you're gonna die. You know what I mean? Like, you saw that, cool, let me learn from his mistake and move on. And yeah, you gotta pay for it, right? Nothing in this world is free. You get what you pay for. If somebody's offering you something for 200 bucks, expect 200 bucks worth of value to get from that. If somebody's charging you $20,000 for something and they can prove what they've done for other people with their value and with their program, then guess what? You're gonna get $20,000 worth of value from their mentorship, from their program. All right, so at the end of the day, I wanted to leave you guys with that. I'm so excited to be back. It's gonna be much different than what you've seen from my channel in the past, but it's still gonna all be real. I'm gonna be myself, right? I may challenge some of your perspectives on certain things, right? And I may not have the answer for everything. Drop down in the comments some of the things you would like to see from me and on my channel, and I'm gonna bring them to you guys. I'm happy to be back. Let me tell you something, it ain't nothing to it but to do it all right.